This MLB Wildcard Game 1 Picks edition of the MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code MLB SGPN. Welcome, everybody, to the MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Malcolm Bamford, coming to you from Newcastle upon Tyne in the northeast of England. Today is Monday, September the 29th. We are here to handicap Game 1 of the 4 wildcard series that are scheduled for Tuesday, September the 30th. Joining me from somewhere in New York is Mr. Dylan Rockford. Now, 2 hours ago, I did the Premier League show with Barry. Barry is one of the most miserable men I've ever had the mispleasure of meeting. I've now come on to do the show with Dylan, and I think Dylan is running Barry a close second here. Dylan, what on earth is wrong with you? And hello.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, just baseball. Baseball's a very cruel fucking sport, I'll tell you that. Anybody listening today or on your way to work tomorrow morning, don't listen to this with kids, because I have a rant and I have curse words that I'm going to say. So just a little FYI.
Settle in.
Yeah, but I couldn't even fucking enjoy the football games yesterday. I really couldn't. It was so bad. So bad. You put 0 runs up in a winner-go-home game? You know when I knew it was a cruel fucking sport, Mal? The hardest hit the Mets have had all season. 116 miles an hour off the bat. And the guy fucking catches it. Bases loaded. And it's always the fucking Marlins. It's either them, the Nationals they couldn't take 2 or 3 of. They got swept by the Pirates a month ago. Oh my God. I don't even, we could begin, but it doesn't fucking matter. I'll never see my team win a World Series. I've come to the conclusion. So
Mate.
And did you see, wait, hold on. Did you see the Marlins? They were fucking taking pictures like they won the World Series after that.
The Marlins played that series really hard. They've done it a few times, Marlins.
Yeah, of course they did.
They seem to revel in that kind of sport. Yeah. But that's fine, though. That's not their fault. They're professional sports people. And if it was a team, if the Mets needed a team to do them a favor, for example, someone to take down the Reds or whatever, you'd expect them to play hard and try that as well. So you can't have it both ways. I mean, that was an all-time. It was probably the slowest, most sustained collapse in sport I've ever seen. Like, you see some blow-ups, but they normally happen like that, sort of in a heartbeat. This has been like death by 1,000 paper cuts, hasn't it? Like, just a 4-month. Because didn't they have the best record in baseball in June?
The first 2.5, 3 months, we had the best record in fucking baseball. And then we were playing, I think we went 38-53 the second half of the season in the last 3-4 months. We were on pace to lose over 100 fucking games.
Yep. It did. It just didn't work, did it? The moves they made at the trade deadline didn't work.
I fucking hate Cedric Mullins. He is the worst person in the fucking world. Every time he was in the lineup, we lost. Ryan Hansley, garbage. Absolute
another one.
Garbage. Yeah. And then Carlos Mendoza, did you hear what he said after the game?
Nope.
He was proud of the team and thought it was a good year. Are you kidding me? The Reds did absolutely nothing to make the postseason. The last 80 games, do you know what their record was?
Nope.
40-40. They played 500 fucking baseball. You mentioned it, the collapse. It's not like 2007 where the Phillies, they were playing out of their mind and we lost it. Or 2002 where the Braves were on fire playing 800 baseball. The Mets gifted the Reds the playoffs. It all comes back to July 18th, my birthday. I'll never forget this day this year. The first game out of the break, They bring in Alex Cordell. He gave up 3 fucking home runs. You could bring anyone in and you decide to bring in this loser? I mean, our bullpen was so bad, he never came back after that game. We used 46 different fucking pitches this year. It was like musical chairs. Carlos Mendoza didn't... It looked like he was flustered the whole season. Whenever a tough situation came in, it looked like he panicked out there. It was musical fucking chairs. Don't get me even started about Ryan Stanek. He might have been the worst pitcher I've ever seen. How didn't he get DFA'd? That's a fireable offense in itself. But that fucking GM came out and said, you know what? We're going to have Carlos Mendoza back next year. So the ownership is terrible. Steve Cohen is a fucking liar. He said 3 to 5 years he would give us a World Series. 3 of the years we missed the fucking playoffs. What the fuck? I mean, am I the one fucking taking these crazy pills? I mean, I need to calm down for a minute. So if you have any...
Yeah, you do need to calm down. I've got an excellent stat for you, Dylan, if you want. Just wait, we'll put a little bow on this New York Mets portion of the show, which wasn't scripted in any way. We weren't even supposed to talk about the Mets. 6.5 minutes now. Well done, Dylan. The New York Mets record, Dylan, when entering the 9th inning, losing the game. 70 games they entered the 9th inning behind. How many of those games did they turn around and win?
0.
Correct.
They are losers.
That is absolutely unbelievable. 0 and 70. No, not a walk-off win, not a turnaround, not a run to tie it and take it to extras and win. 0 for 70.
You know why
Fucking
now?
hell.
You know why? Because this team is so fucking arrogant. They thought they were going to waltz into the playoffs on an extended playoff format, and they thought their talent was enough to turn it around when they needed to, forgetting that they actually need to win games in the regular season to earn a spot. I've come on here for months and saying they don't deserve it. They don't earn shit, this team. They're a bunch of losers who had no heart, and they just quit when they were down. I mean, they're terrible. They should only bring back 2 guys of the remaining. There's a bunch of guys that are fucking going to are entering free agency. Edwin Diaz was amazing this year.
Yes, he was very good.
Very good. And bring back Pete Alonso. He already opted out. I'm hearing the Yankees. That would be a fucking dagger to my heart if he went to the Yankees. But you need to bring those 2 guys back. And for all the fucking trolls, I've actually been better on Twitter, not commenting the trolls who message me about Met fans. So that's growth. But people have been messaging me about Soto. Oh, he wasn't worth the money. Are you an idiot? Without Soto, we would be 10 games under fucking 500. What are you talking about? There's 4 guys that the Mets need to build around. Soto, Lindor, Alonso, and Edwin Diaz. Everyone else could get the... Jeff McFeeble is the worst player in the world. When we went on that run last year, he was hurt. And then when we were good in the beginning of the year, he wasn't there. Do you notice a trend? He is the problem. So yeah, get the fuck rid of everyone.
I mean, you haven't mentioned a starting pitcher there that you'd like to keep. And it just got me thinking earlier on that, say the Mets were involved tomorrow in the wild card. Who they sending them out? So, are you
Probably
going to
rookie.
face? Are you going to face Tarek Skubal, even Williams? Are you going to face Garrett Crochet or Max Fried or Hunter Green or Blake Snell? All the names we're going to talk about tonight. Like, who are the Mets throwing?
No one.
Senga, David Peterson.
No one.
Like, it's not the same, is it? It's not the same.
It was the worst when fucking Kodai Senga got hurt. The next day or the next week, Griffin Canning tore his Achilles, and then it went downhill from there. It just went down. When a starting pitcher couldn't go into the 5th inning, our bullpen was taxed by August. It's terrible. And now they're thinking about if we don't find a re-sign Pete Alonso, they're thinking about Josh Bell. Josh Bell. They're probably going to sign fucking Cal Quantrill and German Marquez.
10 minutes. We've just crossed the 10-minute threshold. Everyone in the live chat's really enjoying this, Dylan.
I know people enjoy other people's
Misery.
pain.
Yeah, they do.
Sad.
Let's say hello, Joe. Joe Neuenfeld's back. We haven't seen Joe for a little while. Welcome, Joe. Nice to have you. You came at the right time. Fuely 707 Skrills is live from the curb. Adrian's here as well. There's a few more people kicking about. So if you are in the chat and you want to say hello, by all means, do so. Don't forget, there's a merch store sale at the end of September, until the end of September. 25% off the promo code football. If you're getting some stuff from the merch store. A little bit of housekeeping, I will direct you toward. There's a couple of playoff shows already being done by the boys. Scott and Lonte last night did a playoffs futures episode, and then this afternoon, Scott and Adam did the prop show, the playoffs prop show. So they're already out. So me and Dylan will concentrate on the game ones, and then it's a case of playing it by ear. We'll try and there's not much point in handicapping the game twos before the game ones have finished. So the schedule very well might move around. So if you want to listen, try and be as flexible as you can and keep an eye out when the schedule's going to be. Dylan, are we okay to move on?
Yes, I've calmed down. I needed to get that off my chest. I've been saving everything for you guys. So haven't made a rant on Twitter. I needed to get it out. And my girlfriend's like, why are you pacing around? Why are you upset? She doesn't understand that this has been 30 years of pain and misery.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, Newcastle conceded a last-minute winner again yesterday.
Really?
1-0 up in the 84th minute. Dylan lost 2-1.
By the way, you did a great job. I caught you in the last 10 minutes of the first half and then the whole second half of Forest. And they blew a 2-1 lead too. They tied it 2-2.
Thanks, mate. I didn't know if I was in any way passable in my new little job as a play-by-play commentator. I've been doing some work and Dylan listened to one of my games last week. Thanks, D-Rock. Right, okay. 4 games. We've got one afternoon game, which is good for me. There's a matinee, a twilight game, and then we've got a couple of evening games, one late one, which I'll catch up with over breakfast. We will start, Dylan, at 1:08 Eastern between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Guardians. It is left-handed pitcher Tarek Skubal for the Tigers taking on Gavin Williams of the Cleveland Guardians. Detroit are minus 166. The Guardians are plus 140. And the total, I think it opened at 6.5, 5 or 6 hours ago. And it's into 6 now. So there's a little bit of money for the unders. There's a lot of, I know it's still September. There's a lot of October totals here. The totals on the board are 6, 7, 7, and 7. So we're expecting some low scoring stuff here. I mean, Cleveland have just completed the biggest comeback in history to win a division. 15 and a half games back. Props to Noah Beanick, who messaged me about this ages ago at 20-1. I shouted it out on the show. He put it out on the socials. I saw a few people congratulating him today. But that is just a great bit of tipping. No one knew. But put simply here, I don't know how you can take a picture in a team at minus 166, regardless of how good they are, that's got 3 L's next to his last 3 starts, the last 2 of which were against his opposition, and the last of which was against this exact pitcher. Cleveland finished the season with a wet sail, as we all know. They won 19 of their last 23 games. They won 5 of 6 against the Tigers in September. I got no problem with Skubal at all. Been outstanding. 4 starts against Cleveland, 28 innings, 2 earned runs. Still ended up with a 1-1 record. But Williams, 5 wins in a row, a 1.88 ERA in September. The bullpen's fine for Cleveland. Cade Smith has been outstanding for them. Leads baseball in FIP. It's around about 180, I think, off the top of my head. I have to take Cleveland to it. I mean, I do feel like I handicap this exact same game every week for the last month. But every time I've taken Cleveland, and every time I've won. So even it's hard for your brain to want to try going the opposite way, even if I wanted to, and I don't. Give me the Guardians, D-Rock, plus 140.
Yeah, I haven't taken Detroit in I feel like 2 months, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm on Cleveland as well as the home puppy. I got plus 145, but plus 140 is great either. The line is insane to me. I don't care if Scooble's on the mound or not. The Tigers should not be this big of a favorite on the road. My numbers only made him a minus 125 favorite. As for the total, 6.5 seems spot on. But I agree. I think we got to take the Guardians here in game 1 with Gavin Williams. He's been great at home. 7-2 straight up this year, 3 ERA. Batters only hitting 206 off of him in Cleveland. And what's even better is how he's done versus Tigers team. 2-0 with the 1.06 ERA, just 2 runs given up in 17 innings, and the Tigers are only hitting 136 off of him. He's coming into this game with back-to-back wins versus Detroit. He just matches up extremely well versus his club, whereas Scooble has struggled a little on the road. Still really good, but he is much better in Detroit. Yeah, he's pitched good versus Detroit this year. I just don't trust the offense for Detroit to get him any run support. So, like his last 2 starts, he could do as good as he's done, but to what avail? The offense doesn't really give him much run support. They haven't scored more than 4 runs in the past 7 games. So, Guardians will find ways to win. They're the hotter team. They're the more clutch team. I think you got to take it just based on pure value. I think you got to take the Guardians plus 145.
Joe wants the Nerfy, which is a little bit skinny at minus 195, but Joe's not put off by that. I didn't do too much in terms of player props. I looked at some bits and bobs. Brian Rocchio is hot. 780 OPS in his last 8 games. I quite liked Williams over 5.5 strikeouts. And then I listened to Adam and Scott earlier on, and they did a whole thing on advice for betting the playoffs. And a lot of it was about taking the unders because the pitchers are on such a short leash. You've got the extra starting pitching arms that have gone into the bullpen. There's a lot of pinch hitting going on. So they take the unders on hitting props, pitching props. And it just made me think twice about pulling the trigger on that because it was quite juiced as well. Stolen base props. I didn't mind Stephen Kwan at plus 850. That was a big price. And Jose Ramirez at plus 450. He's got a career high stolen bases this year, 44. He's 4 for 4 against Detroit this season. And a hitter that's been hot off Williams is Riley Green, 2 for 6 with a homer and 2 ribbies. So over 1.5 hits, runs, ribbies for Riley Green was 9-10, minus 111. Joe Dollars joined us in the chat to antagonize me yet further, as is his favorite hobby.
Real quick,
yes,
I do have a player prop as well for each game. I know I was giving you shit, but I got one for each game.
Go on then.
Yeah, for this one, I actually do like Gavin Williams K prop over 5.5. I got it at minus 124. I'm looking now. It juiced up to minus 140, minus 145. But he's had 12, 9, and 8 and 3 starts versus the Tigers this year. So I would even maybe ladder it up to get some plus money as well. I don't mind Gavin Williams K prop.
Yeah, it was I made it a genuine pick, and then Scott and Adam just had me. I still get that imposter thing going on, and those just put a little seed of doubt in my mind. But if I didn't play it, I would be kicking myself. That was definitely a player that I alighted on. We're brought to you by mybookie.ag, your place to bet on football and everything else. The prop builder is second to none. The motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Head to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN for a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. And we're brought to you by Novig, America's #1 sports prediction market. Novig is an exchange. You know, you're getting some of the best prices in the market. Novig is available in over 35 states. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5. Use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. Second game on the board, 3:08 Eastern. The San Diego Padres are at the Chicago Cubs. Nick Pivetta goes for the Padres. The Cubs just seen. It's going to be Matthew Boyd, left-handed pitcher, confirmed for the Cubs. And they are minus 120 favourites. Even money, the Padres. Total is 7. D-Rock, lead us off.
Yeah, give me the Cubbies here for game one, -110. My numbers made them a -130 here at home. I also think the under 7.5 is live as well. I feel like that number is kind of big. My total came out to 6.2. Going to be a windy afternoon tomorrow. 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing in at Wrigley tomorrow around 3 o'clock. I actually like Matthew Boyd here at home. I think he's been great for the Cubs. 12-1 straight up, 2.51 ERA. Batters only hitting 209 off of him as well. Now, he does give up some runs. He'll give up anywhere from like 2, 3, maybe even 4 runs sometimes. But for whatever reason, the Cubs get him the run support. They've won 6 of his last 8 home starts. He's now faced He did face the Padres in the beginning of the season at home. He threw 6 scoreless innings, only gave up 5 hits. Cubs won 7-1. Now on the other side, you mentioned Nick Pivetta. I like him, but I'd rather back him in San Diego at home, not on the road. He's just not the same pitcher. And I don't think this offense is the same on the road for San Diego either. Cubs almost averaging around 5 runs per game at home. I just think they're the better team. I think they have the better pitcher. Not the better bullpen, but I do think they have the better offense as well. So, yeah, I'll take the Cubs here at -110. As for a player prop, you mentioned the HRR home hits, runs, and RBIs. I'll take Fernando Tatis over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. You could get that at -110. He's hit this in 8 of his last 10 games. And versus the Cubs, in his career, he's hit this in 83% in 10 of 12 games. So I think Fernando Tatis could have a good game as well.
I've come down on the exact opposite in both markets here, Dylan. I've liked the Padres and I like the over. So not much use to anyone here. The big news in this series is that Cade Horton, who has been the Cubs' best pitcher, Rookie of the Year candidate, has fractured a rib and he's going to miss at least 2 series. The Cubs need to make their way through 2 series before we'll see Cade Horton pitch. And I think that causes a problem because it means the Cubs got to throw this collection of left-handers that they've got. And I think the big Padres right-handed bats, you just mentioned Fernando Tatis. Manny Machado is hitting the cover off the ball. Manny Machado is hitting the ball harder regularly than he has done in the last 2 seasons. In the last month, he's in the best form he's been. Pivetta's season numbers are okay, but 3 earned in each of his last 2 starts. He is 1.2 runs per game worse on the road than at home. And he saw the Cubs twice this season, pitch 9 innings, 14 hits and walks across the 9. So runners on there. Boyd is just not particularly reliable, quite volatile. They might use, the Padres might use Dylan Cease as a bridge here as well, by the way. We're talking about getting the starting pitchers into the bullpen. So I would take the Padres if I was forced to pick the side. But I think this is the highest scoring game on the slate. The Cubs hitters in form, three Cubs hitters hit 30-plus home runs this year. Bush, Suzuki, and PCA. Like I say, Machado is absolutely flying. And the Padres bullpen, by the way, when leading after 6 innings, the Padres bullpen has gone 62-5.
Wow.
So if they've got the lead, that's a great start, innit? If they've got a lead, they hold on to it 62-5. I would take the over 7 at -111. Jackson Merrill 2 strikeouts for Adrian. Joe Pivetta fade for Joe Dollar, and Jake Cronenworth 2 strikeouts for Adrian too. I'm going to take Machado over 1.5 total bases at +115. He's hitting it hard. He can hit one into the ivy and find himself on second tomorrow. So yeah, I'll take the over 7, Dylan. Even though there's going to be a little bit of wind, we will get some runners on base. Third game of 4 is, what a beauty this is, 6:08 Eastern between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Is left-handed pitcher Garrett Crochet for the Red Sox, taking on Max Fried of the Yankees. -135, the Yankees, +115 for Boston, and the total sits at 7. It's hard to pick holes in Garrett Crochet. Boston have won his last 7 starts. You pick any stat you like. Just have a look around. 13-2 record on the road. 2.25 ERA, a 2.10 ERA versus AL East opposition. And at the Yankees, he has a 3-0 record with a 2.90 ERA and a 45-5 strikeout to walk record. He struck out 12 Yankees on September the 14th. Now, Fried's numbers are very similar lately. They almost mirror each other. Yankees 6 wins in a row for Fried. 2.37 home ERA, 1.89 September ERA, 3-1 with a 2.37 against Boston, 40-10 strikeout to walk record. Not much in there to split them at all. However, Boston won the season series 9-4, so quite handily, including 5-2 in Yankee Stadium. It's not a fine margin. The Boston bullpen have a lower ERA. They've got a better whip. The Yankees bullpen's much more volatile. And I also want to factor in the Yankees defense because they're very capable of shitting the bed when a hard hit ball finds its way to shortstop. I'm going to take Boston at plus 115, Dylan.
Yeah, I agree. Give me the dog, Red Sox plus 115. My numbers made him a minus 115 favorite. As for the total, I actually like this game over. I like the over 7. My total came out to 7.4. I probably wouldn't take it, but if you do want a total, I like the over. But yeah, I'm gonna take the dog. I can't take Max Fried over Garrett Crochet here, especially on the road. This is where Crochet delivers. 13-2 on the road this season, 2.25 ERA. Batters only hit 213 off of him. And Boston is 4-0 this year versus the Yankees with their ace on the mound. They're averaging 7.5 runs per game in those 4 games versus the Yankees. And let's just be honest, they've owned the Yankees this year. 9-4 straight up in the 13 games versus New York. Boston has the better bullpen, the better pitcher. And I think offensively they could keep up with the Yankees. I think they're the better team right now. So I like Boston in the series. I like them game 1. And for my player prop, I like Garrett Crochet under 1.5 walks at minus 112. He's gotten under this number in 4 straight games versus the Yankees and under this line in 9 of his last 10 starts. Yankees don't draw walks. They're 26th in the league in drawing walks. So they're going to be aggressive at the plate. I don't see a lot of walks here tomorrow. So, yeah, under 1.5 walks at minus 112.
Player that I did like was Alex Bregman. Really good numbers against Max Fried. 5 for 13 against Fried. Bregman is plus 155 for over 1.5 total bases. So that was my player prop on that one. D-Rock, did you have a player? I just asked you a question there where you're a mouthful of water. Sorry,
yeah, Garrett Crochet under 1.5 walks.
Okay, nice one. Did you say that? And I wasn't listening.
Yeah, I did.
Sorry, Dylan.
It doesn't matter, honestly.
Scott messaged me and I was messaging him back. I was trying to multitask and I'm not very good at multitasking. The strikeout prop, so Adrian's all over the strikeout. He is the strikeout prop correspondent for the wildcard series, and it's Anthony Volpe. 2 strikeouts Adrian's given us. These have got to go in a big parlay, Adrian. All of these strikeout props. We get on to the final game. Let me tell you about Underdog. Great place to play fantasy pick'em. You can win up to 500 times your entry. Just pick higher or lower on your favorite player stats. Underdog is a brand new offer for new customers. Play $5, get 100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN. MLB SGPN actually is our code. And Rhythm is off to a really good start in college football and the NFL. There's a leaderboard with weekly cash prizes. Just for tracking your bets in the app, you can win $1,000. Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm, use the promo code SGPN25. Right, last up is the 9:08 Eastern between the Cincinnati Reds and the LA Dodgers. The Reds will throw Hunter Green. Dodgers still officially TBD, but I think everyone believes it to be Blake Snell going to the mount here. Cincinnati have drifted in price. They were plus 150 earlier on this afternoon. They are now to plus 165. Yeah, that's right. Dodgers minus 200, and the total is at 7. Dylan, finish us off with a winner.
Yeah, I hate both of these clubs. But I agree. I think it's Blake Snell for the Dodgers, but I only made him a minus 145 favorite. Hunter Green, I don't like him either, but he shouldn't be this big of a price. I see plus 170 out there. I think that's crazy. I know Hunter Green isn't the same pitcher on the road than he is at home, but I feel like the number is too high. So if you want to take the Reds, I think there's some value there. But my official play for the game is under 7.5 at minus 122. My total came out to 6.7. Blake Snell has been nails at home for the Dodgers. He's only allowed 3 runs in LA in his last 33 innings, and the under has cashed at home for him in 3 of his last 4 home starts. I just don't see the Reds being able to score in this spot. So I don't think this is a good spot for Hunter Green as well. Excuse me. He just got lit up by the Dodgers late in August. They lost 7-0 as well. So yeah, I probably would touch the under. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think the Dodgers win the game. And as for my player prop, I probably take Blake Snell to get the win at plus 189. Snell's gone at least 5+ innings in 6 of his last 7 home starts, and he's recorded the win of 5 of those 7 home starts as well. Reds struggle on the road, and Dodgers have owned them this series, 5-1 straight up versus Cincinnati this year. At plus 189, I think is worth a little sprinkle for Blake Snell to record the win.
Yeah, nice market that, Dylan. We do sometimes overlook that one. C. Carrera's joined us. Welcome. Dodgers run line for him. And that's this pick I got to as well. Dodgers on the run line. Not a big or clever one. This is the Reds' first postseason appearance since 2013. And the Reds very much run through Hunter Green. He is the kind of the heartbeat of this team. The Reds have got a puncher's chance in this series. And it would start with Hunter Green landing one for them here. But the Dodgers won the season series 5-1. They scored 5 or more runs in all of those wins as well. Now, Green's got excellent season numbers, incredibly consistent month to month, 360 or lower ERA every month. However, there's some concerns, which is the 4.81 road ERA in 8 starts. The one start against the Dodgers, which you mentioned, Dylan, because I was listening to you. 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs. Crucially, 2 home runs in that game as well. That game was quite recent, August the 26th. Snell's been very, very good. 1 earned run in his last 3 starts. A 1.17 home ERA in 7 starts. And a 2-0 record with a 1.80 ERA against Cincinnati. So I think the Dodgers can do enough against Green. I like the Dodgers total over 3.5, but he's juiced. That's juiced to over 3.5 and over 4.5. It was just a bad middle. The lines were a little bit too far apart. But Dodgers minus 1.5, so plus 125. That is, I think they'll win maybe 4-1, 5-1, something like that. And as a player prop, I'm going to put this out as my home run prop as well, Dylan, for the show, because the person who hit those 2 home runs on August the 26th was Andy Paez. 2 homers in the same game. Did have a sac fly in that game as well. He's 5-1 to hit a homer. Over half a ribby for Andy Paez is plus 195. He'll definitely get the start. We know this Dodgers lineup goes all the way to the bottom. So even if Paez is hanging around down there, chances of getting a ribby alive. So I'll take Paez to do a little bit of damage tomorrow. Dylan, yeah, go on, hit me.
I gave you it.
I know you did. I was just wanting some reaction.
Oh no, I like it. We got a comment in the chat saying the same thing. Andy Paez 2 home runs game versus Green as well. So yeah, I agree. 4-1, you get your run line, and I get my under. So we could all win.
That'll do. The K prop is Cruz, 2 strikeouts for Adrian. So Adrian's given us a full, at least 2 round robins there for the strikeout prop. So thanks for that, Adrian. D-Rock, that's us done. The first cheeky little 30+ minutes playoff episode of I keep wanting to say October, but it's not October. We've got a few more of these to come. Anything you want to tell the people about before we go?
Well, I was gonna do a lock dog and a player
we're doing
prop.
locks and dogs. Yeah, go on, mate. Yeah.
Oh, you're in shambles today.
I am actually. Yeah, go on, mate. So you put me off. You've discombobulated me with that rant earlier on. My head's ringing.
For my lock, I'm gonna take the Cubbies. I know you're on the Padres, but I
okay.
can't back Nick Pivetta here on the road. I'll take Matthew Boyd here at home -110 as my lock. As my dog, give me the Guardians, the hottest team in baseball right now, +145. I'm gonna take Gavin Williams here at home against Tariq Skubal. For my prop, I'm not going to give a home run, but I'll give a K prop. I do like Gavin Williams. I do like the over 5.5 strikeouts, but I'm going to take Blake Snell to record the win at +189. I think he's just been dominant at home for the LA this year, and I just think this is a bad. I don't think the Reds are a good team. I mentioned in the beginning they're a 500 club. They don't deserve to be here. Blake Snell's going to dominate them. So yeah, I'll take Blake Snell to record the win at +189.
Well, there's only 4 games. That means I've got to go to the other 2. So I'll lock up the Dodgers on the run line. I do like it. Like I say, 3-1, 4-1 maybe. And I'd say Boston I've got no problem with Boston. It's a dog as well. Player prop. I do like Manny Machado's numbers jumped off the page earlier on. He is literally in the best form. Or his metrics are as sparkling as they have been in his entire career. So Machado can do some damage there tomorrow. D-Rock, now we've finished. Is there anything you want to tell the people, or we let them go?
We could let them go. Just know baseball is a cruel fucking sport, but we'll be back.
Oh, you've just...
Yeah.
I don't even think you did that on purpose. Joe Neuenfeld just posted in the chat. He had under 24.5 F words by D-Rock and lost. And then you've just piped up with baseball's a cruel fucking sport, and you've got him to win, Dylan. In the last 10 seconds of the show.
Oh, that's
you've got
good.
An overtime F-bomb has got Joe in the winner's circle. Brilliant. As I said, everyone, just watch for the schedule because things move, and we will try and move with them as much as possible. Myself and Dylan and Scott and Lonte and Adam, we will be all over it. Right, cheers, everyone. Enjoy playoff baseball tomorrow. I am very much looking forward